Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and a very special welcome if you're new here. My name is Jen. I'm a certified weight loss and nutrition coach who has lost and maintained a 140-pound weight loss, and today is Friday. So we're going to talk about my week. I'm going to give you some updates, kind of let you know what's been going on in my life, and of course this week's weigh-in. So if you're excited, give it a big huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not, turn your bell on, because I do a Friday update weigh-in video every single week, and I do upload 4 to 5 videos per week as well. Down in the description box, I will have nutrition coaching. Highly recommend those personalized macros and calories. That is exactly what I followed to lose 140 pounds and maintain my weight loss for, gosh, almost 4 years now. So I would highly recommend that. And I do offer one-on-one coaching for questions, accountability, or if you would like to chat with me directly. Links and discounts to my favorite healthy things and my free Facebook group. Come join us. It's free, it's supportive, it's a great community. We would love to have you, are all down below for you. So let's do it. Let's jump into updates and this week's weigh-in. Happy Friday, friends. I hope you had an amazing, amazing week. I had a pretty decent week. We've had a lot going on this week, but overall, I have had a good week. And I know you're probably, number one, wondering about Lola updates and Troy updates. So I'm gonna jump right into that, and then we'll talk about this week's weigh-in. So Troy is doing so much better. Since he went to the doctor, took his medication, finished his medication, he's been feeling completely back to normal. He does have another little ailment that he's been dealing with. And if you know, Troy has a lot of medical issues. So it's never going to be just normal for him. He's always going to have things that he struggles with. And right now he's having some issues with his heels, and he's not sure if it's like a mild gout flare-up or if his heels are just sore from being on his feet for too long. And because of his blood flow issues, he really has to be mindful of how much walking, sitting and standing he does in general. And he's been on his feet a lot. He's been doing a lot of things around the house. He's been doing some fun things with his dad, and I think it's just taking a toll on his feet. So he's been really good about elevating his feet during the day if he's watching TV. And then you know that we have an adjustable bed, so he'll elevate his feet at night as well. And I think that that is helping, but he's been having some heel issues. I mean, excruciating pain. Like he hobbles around like a 100-year-old man with his heels, and he says it feels like needles and sharp pains in his heel, the bottom part of his foot. So hopefully this helps a little bit. We don't know what is causing this. He just there's so many blood flow and circulation issues that we really don't have a concrete answer on what is actually happening. He also saw the rheumatologist this week, had some blood work done, and everything looks really good with his blood work. And they do want to do another ultrasound of his vena cava here in about 6 months, again, to make sure that all of those stents that were put in about 4 months ago are open and working, so that we don't have another clogged stent issue and Troy doesn't require another pretty pricey, extensive surgery. So that's kind of the updates that are going on with him. And then with Lola, things have been going pretty well. I'm noticing a few, I don't know if they're like significant changes or just changes as she's getting older, but number one, she's definitely slower moving. There's no more trotting around, running around. Even when I let her out to go potty, she's pretty slow coming back into the house. And I think that just those movements, those slow movements, are normal with an aging dog. And another thing that I've really noticed, actually 2 more things, is that she pants a lot. So like I'll get her up to go to the bathroom, and just the going outside, going to the bathroom and coming back in, she's panting. And not like excessively panting, but like she's out of breath a little bit. And again, I don't know what that is in relation to. If that is just because she's older and maybe she's not able to get as much, her breathing is maybe a little bit more labored. I don't know what that is about. However, Lola does see the oncologist in just a couple of days on Tuesday. So these are all questions I'm going to ask when Lola goes in. The other thing that I've noticed, and I feel like this happens more when she's been laying down for a long time, is she's a little bit wobbly on her feet. So even if she is, you know, we do not let her jump up on the bed anymore. We used to let her jump on the little ottoman foot thing at the end of the bed, and then she could jump onto the bed. Now we're just picking her up and putting her on the bed because she kind of slips a little bit and falls a little bit. And I even notice like she'll be laying down and she'll get up and she'll go to move, and she's just kind of wobbly on her feet, like a little off kilter. And again, I don't know what that is from. Again, it could be old age. I'm not sure. To my knowledge, she doesn't have any arthritis issues, but again, that is a conversation, a question I will ask her oncologist on Tuesday. And we're also going to talk about her cyst on her neck. So I continue to feel like her cyst is growing. It's good size. And when I feel it, it feels like two separate sections, like two kind of bean oval shaped sections on the cyst. Now, it does not seem to bother her. It doesn't seem to affect her quality of life, to my knowledge. And like I said, I can take it and pull it. It's not attached to her actual neck. It's under the skin. But I am concerned about the growth rate of the cyst and the shape of it, the denseness, the hardness of it. Is it something we need to be more concerned about? So that is the main reason I'm taking her to the oncologist, is about her cyst. They did check her lymph nodes when she was getting her treatment and her fluids, and they were normal. Now, I'm going to have her obviously check the lymph nodes again too for her lymphoma, but I am concerned about the cyst and then these kind of weird things like the wobbly on her feet, the panting when she's moving around, and obviously like her moving a little bit slower. I've also mentioned she sleeps a lot. She sleeps a lot more than normal. Her appetite, I feel like it's hit and miss. She has not had any actual dog food for a week and a half. She will not eat dog food. Honestly, she really won't even eat people food. I thought about trying to cook some ground beef and rice for her, but honestly, I don't think she'll eat it. I mean, I might still try it and see. I do want to talk to her oncologist about that as well. She will eat treats, and the treats she wants to eat vary every single day. One day she'll like a treat and the next day she won't touch it. Those pepperoni sticks that I had gotten her about a month ago for her pills, she has not touched those. And then yesterday, that's all she would eat are those pepperoni sticks. So we give her as many treats a day as she wants. Our main goal is to get some calories in her. I also put a little bit of bone broth in her water and she drank it. And I think if I am going to prepare her some food, maybe even if I just cook some ground beef for her, I might cook it in the bone broth just so she's getting in nutrients. That's my big concern. Is she getting nutrients in treats that she would be getting in dog food? Should I be concerned about the lack of eating dog food? I feel like I'd be more concerned if she wasn't eating anything at all. I don't know. I'm not a vet. I'm not a doctor. These are all conversations I'm going to have with her oncologist. I appreciate all of your guys' suggestions, but we've tried everything. And honestly, I mean, not to come off ungrateful or rude, but I'm going to listen to the oncologist. I'm going to do what I have to do for Lola to get the calories in her. This is a conversation that I have had with her oncologist multiple times, and we are on the same board. We are on board with that protocol. She doesn't eat cheese. She doesn't eat peanut butter. She doesn't eat anything other than treats. And like I said, the treat she chooses varies day to day. The last couple of days, she's been eating her Nyla bones. That is the only thing that she'll eat. So that's what I've been giving her. So it's definitely, I would say, taken a little bit of a toll on my mental health. It's been really, really hard. And as I see these changes, like her being slower, her panting, her being a little off kilter on her feet, it breaks my heart. And another thing I've noticed too is that her tail's down a lot. Now, there are times that she's happy and energetic. Like yesterday, I took her out to go potty and her tail was awakened, but I feel like it's down a lot. And I just don't know if she's just not feeling good. I don't know. And we've been giving her heavy hitter Serenia anti-nausea medication about every day and a half. And I don't know if that's contributing to her feeling a little bit more normal. So this is all up in the air, what we're going to do moving forward. I'm very much looking forward to her oncology appointment on Tuesday so that I can have a conversation with her and really, really figure out what steps we should be taking and what is the next step with the cyst on her neck. I know that she's getting older, and part of me just kind of feels like my time is even more limited. I don't think that we're going to lose her next week. I mean, I hope not, but I just feel like every week that goes by, every month that goes by, I just feel like my time is more limited, if that makes sense. And that is a big reason why I did not go on my trip to Tennessee. And I'm so glad that I didn't. That is why I have 0 things planned at all as of right now. Now, we've talked about our girls' trip to Hawaii, which would be literally a year from now. I would like to go to leadership for Bomb Party. I did promote up to be able to go to leadership. I would like that. I did earn the incentive trip for Bomb Party. I would like to go to that, but it's just going to depend on Lola. She's 100% my priority. And like I always say, I can travel my whole life. I don't have Lola my whole life. So that is kind of where I'm at with things with Lola. It's all really just up in the air until I see her oncologist on Tuesday. And then I'm hoping to get, number 1, a game plan for eating, number 2, a game plan for what to expect as far as like physical things, and number 3, a game plan for the cyst on her neck and what our next steps are for that. So I will keep you guys posted. Chances are I'll be able to give you, I won't be giving you another update until Friday because I will film my what I eat in a day on Monday and Lola doesn't see the oncologist till Tuesday. So in next week's weigh-in, I should hopefully have more of an update for you. Fingers crossed, please send your prayers and good vibes for Lola that the updates that we get are positive updates. On a positive note, speaking of my trip to Tennessee, I was supposed to, like I mentioned, have a few days in Nashville with my best friend Amy before we went to the wedding. Well, because I didn't go on the trip, she also didn't go on the trip, but she is coming to visit. You guys, I'm so excited. She's flying in on Wednesday, November 12th, and she's going to stay with me through the weekend. She's going to be coming to my boot camp Friendsgiving on Saturday, which is at my house the 15th. We'll kind of celebrate my birthday. I've already been thinking of things that we can do while she's here visiting. She's gonna go live with me on Saturday for my bomb party. It's gonna be so much fun to have her here. This is her first time seeing our house. I definitely want to take her on a golf cart ride around the community so she can kind of see the community that we live in. I was also thinking we could take a hike at MudWtr Canyon, which is only about 15-20 minutes from my house one day. I thought we could go to the pool at the clubhouse. I'm really excited. She's gonna come to boot camp with me on Friday. So I'm excited to see her. I could really use some girl time and like some support with Amy and have Amy here to hang out with me. Troy loves Amy. She is very excited to come visit. I'm so excited she's coming. And because I haven't seen her for over a year, that is absolutely unacceptable. I'm even more excited that she's going to come and visit. I'm hoping to go visit her in New York at some point this next year as well. And I know that she really wants to see Lola and Palmer and Troy. So I am so excited. So Amy will be here on the 12th of November through the 16th. She flies out really early on the 16th. And then you know that Troy's birthday is the 17th and mine's the 18th. Our wedding anniversary is also the 17th. So Amy's kind of coming to celebrate our birthdays a little bit early. I was hoping she could come for Thanksgiving, but it doesn't sound like, it sounds like she maybe has some family things going on for Thanksgiving. So at least she will be here for Friendsgiving with my boot camp group. So I'm so excited to see Amy. So that's one really positive thing that happened this week. I am back into maintenance. I am no longer in a caloric deficit, and that has been really good. I am about to start my cycle any day. I think actually today I'm due to start my cycle. So I've been a little bit hungry and I've been a little bit cravey, and I've noticed a few days this week some extra fatigue. I've just been a little bit extra tired. I also am noticing one thing that I think is in relation to perimenopause. My body has been really achy, like my joints. And at first I thought that it was because of working out. And I think part of it is like my leg joints, my knees have been really sore. And that is partially from working out. My boot camp workouts are pretty leg heavy and pretty intense when it comes to squats and lunges and things. But I think that a lot of this achiness, especially in my lower body, even often sometimes my upper body, my shoulder area, I think it's from perimenopause. And I Googled it, and I know we shouldn't doctor Google things, okay? But I can't get in to see my doctor until May because our regular primary care doctor left, and that was the first appointment for a new existing patient with a new doctor. I really do think though that it's coming with perimenopause. That is one of the symptoms that I found with Dr. Google. Now, it could be a mix of working out and perimenopause, but that is one thing that I've noticed. And also, I've been noticing that the week or so before my cycle, my sleep is horrible. My sleep is horrible between achiness and just not being able to stay asleep and fall asleep. It has been a challenge, which also is probably in relation to perimenopause. So that's a conversation I want to have with my new doctor in May of 2026. However, I did get my blood work done this last week. Everything came back completely normal. My LDL cholesterol, your bad cholesterol, was slightly elevated. However, she said nothing to even be concerned about. Could just be something that I ate maybe the day before, something that elevated that. But my blood work came back really good. My iron was a tiny bit low. If you know, I typically have low iron, so I do take an iron supplement every day. I actually take a multivitamin and an iron supplement, so that's been helping get those levels up. But I was relieved that my blood work looks really, really good. So that makes me happy. My blood sugars are really good. My good cholesterol is above average, so that's really good. So I'm thankful for that. I need to figure out what's going on on with this achy body sleep situation. So I'm looking forward to having that conversation with my new doctor in May. And I'm also due to have a mammogram at the beginning of the year as well. It's been a year since I had my mammogram last, so I need to do that. And because I do have breast implants, it's important that I go in for the mammogram again to make sure that everything looks normal in that area. Not to mention that we don't have any breast cancer or anything to be concerned about. So that is coming up at the beginning of the year as well. But overall, I am doing well. Physically, emotionally, it's been a little bit hard. Mentally, it's been a little bit hard. But overall, I'm thankful for every day with Lola. I'm thankful for my family and the health of my family. And I'm just going to value and treasure every single day because that's all that I can really do at this point. Oh, and one other thing. I had someone comment on my what I eat in a day video and she was like, wait a minute, I thought that you were gonna decorate with us for Halloween. I did not decorate with the inside of my house for Halloween this year. Once it got to like the second week of October, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. You guys, honestly, with everything going on with Lola, I don't know, I just don't want to. And I was thinking moving into this new house that I would be so excited to decorate for all the holidays, and I'm just not. We did the outside of our house for Halloween, but I'm not gonna do the inside this year. I am gonna decorate for fall, and then we will 100% be decorating for Christmas. Fall specifically because of my Friendsgiving at my house with my boot camp group and Amy, but also for Thanksgiving, we'll host Thanksgiving and Christmas in our house this year, but I just didn't end up doing Halloween. Now I did my background here in my office for Halloween, but I didn't do the rest of my house. And you know, next year, this year, I was not in a place for it. And I don't know why, okay? Because I love the holidays and I love to decorate for the holidays. But this year, I think there was just things that were taking precedence over that. So thank you for reaching out and asking, but no Halloween decorations this year. So I think that is all of the updates for you. Let's talk a little bit about my weigh-in. Now, like I mentioned, this is the week leading up to my cycle. I think I was either supposed to start yesterday or today. It's coming. It's coming any day. I did notice, again, the fatigue, a little bit of the bloating, a little bit of the being a little bit more hungry. So when I stepped on the scale today, I'm actually up 0.2 pounds. Now, that could be because I'm about to start my cycle. I will say that earlier this week, I only weighed myself one day this week. That's another thing. I've not been weighing myself every day. Usually like once or twice a week. I was down on the scale about 1.5 pounds, but I'm always the leanest right before I start my cycle. And then as I get closer to the start, that changes. So as of today, Friday, I am up 0.2 pounds on the scale. Again, I'm about to start my cycle any single minute, so I'm gonna take it as a win. I'm gonna take it as a win. For me, that really is a maintenance. That is a sign that I am in maintenance, and I'm not mad about 0.2 pounds up at all. I will go ahead and pop up here on the screen how much weight I've lost total, my 0.2 gain for this week, and my current weight. And for reference, I am 5'8", and this is a good weight range for me. This is actually on the lower end of my maintenance. I do like to be between about the 185 and the 195 point, but we're about to approach the holidays, so good thing I have a little extra cushion in there. So that is the weigh-in for the week. Those are the updates. Now I want to hear from you guys. How was your week? How was your weigh-in? How have things been going for you? And again, if you can continue to send all of your love and support for Lola, that would truly, truly mean the world to me. And thank you guys for supporting me on my YouTube channel. Thank you for continuing to watch my videos. I know that my views have been a lot lower, which I think is, from what I've heard, pretty standard across YouTube in general. I'm still putting out my content. I still love doing this for you guys, and I appreciate all of the support. It really definitely helps support my family. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you in tomorrow's grocery haul. Bye, friends.